Greetings from Dr. Eileen O'Connor. I'm here to show you Flipgrid, which was a company that Microsoft purchased in 2018, and it allows you to set up an interface where you can solicit videos from your audience, and you can set the amount of time from 30 seconds all the way up to 10 minutes for these videos, and your students or community respond through video prompts. The interface itself is quite intuitive. I'll show you a couple of things. The discussions are the primary area that you'll be working in. If you're setting up something, you go into discussions, and what you do are create groups that can go into the different discussion areas, and then you have topics within those groups. Now, I've created a group already, and I'll bring this up so you can see. When I went in, I created ESC learners. I'm clicking that button so you can see the interface. Now, I've already developed it, but I can edit it to show you a couple of features that are built into it. You create a name, you get a code. The code allows you to share this either just through a web link, and you can determine if you're going to let others in it, whether it's going to be public or private, and they still can't get in it, though, unless you give them the code. So I left mine public. You can determine other things about how much you want people to do, how you want them to be monitored, and then you can put in a picture that will be kept with your group. I went to their pre-designed pictures and picked one. So once you're finished with these, let me pull this up, you then update what it is you want the group itself to look like. I return back up to the top, and you can see I set this up earlier. Again, it's free. It's from Microsoft. They allow you to invite groups in from Google. They allow you to invite groups in from Microsoft, or just open to the public. I'm going to go back to the discussion area because that's the primary thing you'll be setting up. Now, once you've got your groups, you determine the topics you want them to address. And this can be anything from a K-12 environment to a college, a library, a business application. So what you do is create a short prompt. Now, I have a couple of different topics that I've already created, and one of them I want to find out when, where, and why do people possibly want a shared video. So I put in a question here, but you would put in whatever questions you want people to be responding to. And again, they have a nice edit feature where you can bring in comments and the prompts. Also, you can see the number of different media that can be attached. And what you do is then determine what kind of permissions you want and also how you're going to moderate this. If you're dealing with an adult audience, you can have less moderation controls. If you're dealing with children or K-12, you might want to set it so that you don't let videos be seen by others until you've monitored them. So there are many features built in that allow you to determine what it is and how you want people to work with the videos. Just kept scrolling down a little bit more, and let me pull this up again. You can see that when you finally get down to the bottom, this is a Microsoft product, and that assures me that hopefully there's going to be a commitment to keeping this going. I'll conclude by going back up to the top. There are a number of places where they're encouraging the sharing of resources, creating grid pals, so that you can find out other people that might be developing things, and this actually has a fairly robust database. You can also do something called creating shorts, where you can create your own short videos and post them. So I had some fun with that. You can see you can put an interesting interface around it. So I'm just highlighting some of the features. I'll have a couple more videos that allow me to play with the features, but there's a lot of documentation that I'll be giving you through a link to resource guide I'm creating that many people are creating useful resources to help you understand how to use this, but I'm finding it's quite intuitive and seems to be very powerful. Again, it's going to depend on the questions you put into it, but you can prompt all sorts of different audiences, and as long as they have a webcam, when they get your prompt, and you can send that out either through a course or through a link, they're going to be able to respond with a video, and you can allow others to see the same video. So Have fun with it and put it to good purpose. Thanks.